Do you have wipes?
Like clean your.
Wipes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was like, if you need it for your hands, I recommend these ones instead, because these are hand sanitizer that's like bleeding. All right. Yep. Huh? All right. So what are we thinking about this? It's gonna be a number. You are correct. More specific than just a number. A big number, relative, but I'm not opposed to that classification. More specific.
So like, it's the figure. The figure number plus 4. We know that because it's 4 outside.
Yeah. All right. My turn to talk, y'all. We've noticed here that these 4 boxes, they're staying the same in each of these things. So whatever's happening to the middle bit, we're always going to have that plus 4. Excellent noticing. Yes. So pattern number 35 is going to have 1,229. How do we get that specific number? 35 squared. We noticed that, y'all, this one was 1 by 1. This one was 2 by 2. This one was 3 by 3. So pattern 35 should have a 35 by 35. We can find that area. And then our 4 little corner guys are still going to be hanging out. So this, we could write our equation here as our n squared plus 4. But in particular, pattern number 35 will have 1229. Okay. So again, we're going to have several of these little pattern things that pop up for us to use, getting us ready for some stuff. Okay? They're very happy. I think they're getting ready for a quiz that they have. So, I'm betting. I'm pretty sure she just said she was going to give them a formula sheet. It's pre-cal. There's a lot of formulas on that one. DC, they have to memorize them. So, just saying. They're very happy. Okay, so any questions on this little pattern thingy before we go into what we actually doing today? Because this is just a little thing we do beforehand. All right, so on your whiteboards, you got the little boards. I want you to draw 2 different quadratic graphs. That is the extent that I'm telling you. I want you to draw 2 different ones.
Draw 2 different quadratics.
2 different quadratics.
How do you do that?
You draw 2 pictures. What do they look like? Graphs or pictures? Picture. Not equation, picture.
Like this? Like this?
Like that. That's fine.
Hey! Quadratic.
Does not have to, I'm giving you absolutely no rules. Full creative freedom, 2 quadratics. We're going to use them to talk about some specific features here. One of those is not quadratic.
Gosh. You're right.
Just make you draw 2. We're just going to use them to talk about the stuff.
You want us to keep our quadratics?
Yes, because we're going to use them to have a little bit of a discussion so we can see some stuff instead of me just like pulling things up. Love it. Keep that one. Keep this on. Love it. Love it.
You put my name wrong, Chris. And I don't like toes.
Oh wait, is it?
I don't like toes, Chris.
You're right. You love them.
No, I
2
don't.
different ones on there. Beautiful. Lovely. A lot of you guys are doing really, really similar. Really similar. So,
Very much think alike.
does that mean yours?
Oh, wait.
Because yours is very similar to a lot of them. I've had a lot of them. We've got them, you can yours too. A lot of them overlapped, or a lot of them separate like this. We've got upside down, right side up. A lot like this. Great. Not saying any of the others wrong. What would be different on the equations for these two pieces?
They touching.
The negative.
They are touching. They're what?
The negative.
The negative. The one that's upside down, which part of our equation is going to be negative?
The x squared.
The a that's with the x squared, yes. So if it's upside down, that a is going to be negative. Awesome. Do that one. What's the difference between these two?
One is more narrow.
One is more narrow than the other. How do you make things narrow?
With the middle part. Is it K? It's not K. Yeah. It's the middle one. Slope thingy?
What's this?
So what would be different on our equation? And I can put
Our
our
coefficient.
which coefficient? We have several.
The coefficient in the middle on standard form.
It is not that makes them skinnier.
Is it the leading one?
It's the lead one. It's your A again. If it is skinnier, it is bigger because it's getting taller. When we grow, when we get taller and our age gets bigger, it gets really tall and skinny because it's a big kid, it doesn't make it yolk. If it's a little number, it's so small and cute, I want to squish it. It's compression, and that's when it goes like somebody sat on it. So, let me see again. Hold up. Go pictures. Just sit and see. Show me.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. I think we got all. I think all the ones that were, other ones that I was going to record. So, I'm gonna make one now. What about these two? What piece would be different on these?
The K.
Mm-hmm.
Or the opposite sides.
So they're on opposite sides. Our vertex would be different because they're on opposite sides of the equation. So that would be, what kind of transformation is this one? Is this horizontal or vertical? Horizontal, which is going to be which letter?
K.
H is our horizontal. H does the hula goes side to
Why are you
side.
drawing that, Chris?
What if we needed to do a vertical transformation? What if it was like this? Which piece is that?
Negative.
That would be our K. K is our vertical shift. It's our up and down. Okay, so now I want us to look at this one specifically. What pieces do we know from these equations?
The vertex.
I said, what do we know given this information? If I was given this standard form, what does it tell me? So you can tell me something from standard form, you can tell me something from factored form, you can tell me something about vertex form. Vertex form, we'd get the vertex, which would be what specifically? What would our vertex be here? The H and the K. 5 and negative 1. Our forms, if we look at our equations that we wrote down the other day, that's our A, X minus H, so we got to watch that sign, plus K. So our vertex is at 5, negative 1. Great. What do we get from factored form or from standard form?
The factored form has like the roots on the x-axis.
Yeah, this guy has our roots. Where are our roots going to be? 4, 0, and 6, 0. It's where it touches our x-axis. What does our standard form tell us? Doesn't tell us slope. Tells us something. You're not wrong. We're going to be slightly more specific.
What it looks like, kind of.
Kind of what it looks like. Our A is involved in all of these equations. Because remember, this was our, I'm just going to move these down just a smidge. Give me a second. So I can, The A decides if we're going up or down. Our A is actually in all 3 forms. x minus r. I'm just gonna put x minus s. It's the same thing as a root. I just don't want to do little baby sub numbers. And this was our y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Oop. So all three of them have our a in there. But the standard form will tell us something. We wrote it down yesterday. What does the standard form tell us? It's going to be important for what we're doing today. And there's no math required to get to it.
The y-intercept?
The y-intercept. Our c, this guy down here, that's our y-intercept. So when x is 0, my y is 24. What do we notice about these three very different equations? They're all for this graph over here. They all match. My y-intercept is at 24. I've got roots at 4 and at 6. I've got a vertex at 5, -1. All three of these equations are for this exact parabola. They exactly match. So we can write the equation in a number of different ways. Looking at the graph, we can get all the pieces we need. So what we're going to be doing for activity today is we're going to do everybody's most favorite thing, the one where I pick your partners. But I know we didn't actually have time to do the free test, so I picked your partners based on other things because I'm getting to the point where I know you know. So I paired you up, and it's gonna be another one of those card thingies. So we're gonna get with our partner. I'm gonna walk us through how to start this because it's just easier if we have them in front of us. So here's your partners. Get with your partner, and you're gonna get one of these sets of cards. Go. That's okay. You go work together. It's fine, and I'll help you. I'll help you. Get with your partner. Scooch, move. Oh, over here. Yeah. I was gonna say, if you don't know who your partner is, I can help you find, but it helps you, not to go first. Ask and or move and or say help.
You're supposed to write on those.
Yes, you can write on those. Over here. For you. And for you. Right behind you. Alright, get with your partner. You can unclip your cards and find the three that are the exact same color. They should be on the top. There's a variety of colors, but there are three that are on the same color paper. Each set of partners only needs one set of cards. Don't start filling stuff in yet. Just grab them. All right. So, the top three cards you have should be on the same color paper. Everybody has different same color paper, but it should be on the same color paper. So, like you have your three blues, you guys have your three oranges, everything else is the same colors. Start with the three that are the same color. Because instead of looking at all of them, it's going to make it easier. Because what we have here are obnoxious dominoes. So the equations on the paper don't match the graph that's on the paper. The equations on the paper are going to match one of the graphs on the other side. So It's either gonna match this graph, or it's gonna match this graph. This graph is gonna match either these equations or these equations. So look at these three cards. We're narrowing down to just these three. Our A, H, and E cards. See if we can figure out what order these three go in. Just these three. Look at these three first. Which equations match up with which graph? So look at just these three. I know a lot of things from our equations. See which pieces line up. So what we're trying to look at here is these equations will not match this graph. But these equations will match one of these other graphs. So these three will connect and form like a line like this. Maybe like this, maybe this. You gotta figure out the order. Okay? So, but it'd be like, maybe this graph goes with this equation. And this graph goes with this equation. Okay? So they're off of each other. Okay? So see if you can figure out, those three will connect.
We've narrowed it down to those three, because that'll make it better.
This here. What would you want to look at? The possibility. What make it fit? Then we would put our equation, again, remember what we have. Okay, so that if I did this, I'd have the graph and equation together. So then does this card go on this side or on this side? We're just gonna connect, all of these are gonna connect together. We need that away because I don't lose. I don't wanna accidentally put these in somebody else's. These three first. I don't know, if you're right here.
It wasn't maybe it felt like.
Yeah. Yeah, these are right here. So then we're gonna keep going. It's gonna basically make a big circle. They're all gonna connect up. Okay, so go, you can go ahead and circle. And nothing you're gonna be. What do you think? Tell me.
I kind of feel like this. It felt like.
It might not have anything to do with it. We've got one more. We're just gonna see three and how I think.
Yeah, the equations.
Because we've got our roots at 3 and 5.
These are the ones I thought of.
Okay, so the equations on this one match the graph here. Similar right here. It's just way easier to figure out when we're looking at the 3 than looking at like all of these. Okay, because now, this one's gonna make one big ring. Okay? What? What do you think of that? Tell me, what do you think? What? You want me to do that?
So you got these two minutes?
Yeah, my mom's black.
So these guys do go together. It's great. It's just that this one has what our lines here.
Yeah.
What's our lines
My
here?
dad gets over it.
16, this is bigger than 35. So it's not, doesn't match this picture. So now we're gonna fill in all the rest of these.
Yeah.
One big circle. We'll connect back up. Okay? So keep going. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Walk me through. Yep, absolutely.
So in this equation,
Okay.
I see like the y is 15,
Uh-huh.
and like the 3 is like right here.
Mhm.
I don't know how to do that, but I just assumed.
Yep. In fact, what else is that? I will write this down for you. Because you're exactly right, that's 100% what we're looking at. This is when we have our standard form, which is that's our dx squared plus dx c,
Plug the numbers.
our factor.
You could.
That was the x minus our root, x minus another root. Don't call it arrogant.
Oh, there's stuff in the
And
back.
then our x minus
What's that, why? I think it's just something like
Yeah, so what is giving us is this guy's calculating.
Because this is minus
So
one.
since we have a three, so our vertex, the minus here, H, K, 4, negative. Okay, so that's where we're getting. Okay? Yep.
I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Oh no, this one was this.
What you said right
Because
there,
the half,
this one is like,
and then it would be this.
25, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not so hard.
So we got our minus.
More hard, like, plus 25, so like,
Yeah.
25 up there.
Yes.
And then like, negative.
I think we have to fill out these.
And because you got this minus up front, we are from it.
Yeah.
That being said, 16 would be hard. And then,
Oh.
the intercept, negative 8.
Gorgeous. Perfect.
Right.
Yep.
So wait, this one.
Now, we're not there yet. Because now, I have more cards.
We're fine.
Now we're gonna write them. That's all.
You can write on them, right?
We're gonna write them. Okay, you can write them.
Because they're all, these are all supposed to connect.
You, together. It's gonna make one big loop. Okay, so if you get stuck going one way, try and go the other way. One big loop.
Okay, so
I need
this
to go
one,
like
One of them connects to this.
not this one.
And something will connect with this. So it'll have some direction, it'll make one giant loop. Okay.
So this
I've been sitting down all day.
Okay?
or like the intercepts is negative.
Yeah, it's weird, like you've been sitting down all day.
Do you have these guys connected?
I like some.
Okay.
Can
Can I get these two? Okay, that's fine. I'll take them. Don't take it here. Just send it over. It's not gonna make that one. Look at these three. That guy does not connect right there. These are one for starting.
Put them on my keyboard.
Okay, so you're gonna put them here this thing.
This was yesterday while I was working. I was wondering. Yeah, so I was doing everything running around. And then we had fire, which was fun.
Great job.
This one has,
Not pointing.
That's our fire. Sadly, this is the second one this year.
This one also has our line or stuff.
What?
So.
So this was the first one, checking the inward, doing all that snow.
So either this guy needs an.
That one was also still going on. That's the end result. The entire front melted. Well, which the sad thing is like, that entire front melted off. Oh no, they got towed.
So let's take a peek here.
It took 2 weeks though.
So you can there's a card. When I write to speak one time for and
Here.
just on the side.
Our 16 was probably somewhere in there.
I live
And
over
right
here.
here. These guys connect there. Okay? All of these are gonna be connected together. So the graphs and actually equations on a different paper. That's why sometimes I go like this and cover them up. And if it helps, that's what we're choosing up. So those cover up, you're not looking at, because it's very distracting for their text. Yep. Yes, dears. All right, so we are connecting in a L. That's okay. So, it's okay. I can figure it out. We're good.
That's
We're
just how it
good.
ended up.
Then you get to fill in all the blanks.
Do we need
Yippee.
to write down the order or just, are we good to?
I was gonna say, well, when we're done, we're gonna take them all together and like you can hang them somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So, I was gonna say, can I write down the how we feeling? How we feeling? We haven't set this back around, do we think?
Now you have the photo match it?
So,
Okay.
split the equation.
Yeah, let me get a pencil for that.
Oh, we have a graph next to the graph.
That one's already done.
So that's not gonna connect, we don't have graph. Let's see what we got on.
No, I was just
Why is
like,
it
seeing if she knows.
You guys are fine together.
Yeah.
Oh, now you turned it.
X, X.
There we go. Okay, so keep working through our stuff.
No, because one would be over one.
That why we fix it like that? Math is with over minus 35, okay, I
But
see,
then,
I see.
my only thing is the last one.
Okay. And then are we saying that those guys go together?
Could also just look at
Okay.
Well, it's a normal graph.
Cool, so then we just gotta figure out our C and D, and then we can work on starting to fill in some of these blanks. Lots of blanks. Y'all are like super fast, cause I know. Okay, make a move. What's that?
This is what I'm going with.
I don't know about the feeling.
I will always just know it as X squared.
So we can write on these?
Yes, you can write on
Plus
it.
16.
Wait, this don't connect.
Wait,
This
this
doesn't
is
connect with that one.
last
This one does not connect with that one.
That's Vertex.
Or the other one is nice. I think this guy's somewhere else. Yours is fine, so like this part's fine, it's not. Figure out how these things connect properly, so that this is down, it's like this. Look at them, they're just like this. Sounds good. I felt like you were like for a little. It's fine. And if you ever need like the post notification, like grab it. It's hard.
minus 1 U.
Which one is in the end? Oh, which one would be? On Saturday or on
Base it off the middle one.
Oh, but how did you know which one is?
So these guys do go together.
So we.
And the.
Oh, because that's a 6.
So we're doing some orange pieces.
Yeah, no.
And it's post-it note, you can use if it helps,
No,
sometimes like, make it so we can't see the graph, so don't come with this graph or with these guys. Sometimes helps them with them.
No, you're not.
Okay, so like really careful with these pieces, you're really.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of really good connections.
That should be 5 and 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely got these.
There probably helps. So wait, this one into which one?
We know those.
This?
What number is it?
Yeah.
Are we moving to road?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of them is.
This one would be the pool.
That was the one we had.
Oh, yeah.
So I think probably look at So.
We can't do it.
Oh, yeah. Upside down, like, so. They're not obvious.
So like, if it's like this.
This guy. What
But I don't know
are
like
factors
which
from
one.
or negative? There's no example on there. No, I think yeah. We're gonna have our four and our negatives.
Yes, he doesn't go with B.
So we're looking, we're mapping the graphs with the equations on the other.
Yeah.
So on this one, it's like very few that actually have all of our factors.
Wait, which one did that go to?
Other pieces
Unless. Wait, we're good?
Negative 5.
Oops. Okay, so look at the outside. What's connected to?
You have to remember flipping, because you're minusing it. Because x
This
has
one's
to equal
17.
whatever you're plusing. So you have to, x plus 7 is equal to 0.
Wait. Yeah, that.
They all should either ever. That's good.
This shifts.
It's right.
Taylor, I need you to get a preview.
This
I don't know, or I leave for school at 7:45.
So it should be, so this should be your L. It's x plus 8 minus k. Or plus 1k.
Love it. I see why we made that choice over here.
So this should be.
But I see why we got that because we're just putting it
So each is and you have to flip it. Because like, so if it's minus 4 times 8, it's 4.
So what does that interact with?
Can we just not, can we just say normal?
Yeah, I don't like all these.
I just don't like that squish it. It's gonna look like these that.
I think it's just that.
So on this, is it flatter than the others?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Do we have any others that are kind of squished like that? That's it. Okay, so that one's gonna connect to this one. And so what's close enough to something is sometimes when you're doing that, you get stuck on something or get caught staring at the ground. You know, sometimes Okay, so, cause
Yeah.
use that one right. Use that one.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think. And because it has that 1/2, that's what gives us
Which
the
one is the H? The H is horizontal,
Okay,
so
so then we can go on to like minus this
that
here.
would be like.
These guys are great. You've got that one left to work at.
Yeah, it would be 4.
Okay. Does not
I think it would be a decimal.
So look at all of so all of our graphs that are up for absorption. Mm-hmm. Is the middle term in here?
Mathematical way
It
of
does,
you can do the original equation.
Looking at a graph, this tells a whole lot. So these are our older
There is a
graphs,
way
right?
to
And you know
knowing what I'm
something's
going
gonna go
through
with
it.
it.
I can't tell what this graph. Am I
Because
supposed
our
to
roots
just
are which piece again?
No, it's.
Oh, because it's saying that's mine.
You could plug
Yes,
it to
yes, on the x.
What was
Right,
4?
it's on our x axis. So with the graphs, doesn't have anything on the x axis.
With 3 inside. That's how you're supposed to do it.
So that one anybody knows, doesn't have anything to do with x and then. So these guys are all in. Okay, so since you can connect up, you guys need to connect here to here. Because one big is.
15, the only factors are 5.
So that's gonna be a slight change on our.
Oh, yeah, no, that was right. What am I
This
doing?
one. And that's when I asked for.
What was I doing?
This.
So this one was 4 negative, right? 4 negative. So this one's gonna be what? 4. That just means which person is base.
Is that?
I did up trying to get the star.
No, I'm thinking.
Going to the.
So it's gonna match
You know what we
that.
should do?
So that's.
So, have this thing.
connect the photos.
So let me know which one goes to where.
Oh, there we go. That can be looked at.
Well, I don't know
Then
that.
keep going. Alright. So now we've got our roots. I see exactly what's put that together. Really, really similar.
All I need is the color.
You got this now. Ready, rock, roll.
Oh, yeah, except for the blue.
What's up, guys?
I just went A, B, C.
Well, I can also do this in there.
We got most of the ones here.
Your camera's a lot better than yours.
Yeah. That's the only thing Samsung's good for is multitasking, good camera quality.
Yes.
The quality of taking a photo of a photo and you can still read the photo.
This guy. There's that next back over here.
You can, as long as you
You're right.
can read upside down.
Now what we're gonna do, this is what I'm okay?
Writing upside
Do this. Yes, please.
Middle part is the fact that
I got my already spot.
if they give us the Y intercept, will they always look for this one? Even though the Y intercept is 16, so.
Go together.
So we might graduate.
Or you could just do the 4, just do
So we go to
2
that
4s.
right there. So we've got pieces.
Yeah, negative 4.
Okay. So let's take a look at
Minus,
these.
minus, 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 minus. What do we got?
So,
X minus 4 times X minus 4.
I feel like she'll probably manage.
So.
Let's just do the Y intercept.
Because
So that's
this one goes.
We did that. That's the Y intercept. This one 17.
We went positive.
And 1.
Okay.
Two positives.
Think about this vertex one right here. Look at the one that's on the screen.
Yeah. Which means it can't be
This is just 3 and 5.
Okay, this guy.
Oh, it is.
What pieces do we have?
They're
Then how
both
are we getting
negative,
a-
because then you switch the signs. The 8 doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well, no, because when you, it's the box method.
I don't know, you might have to ask her about that one, to be honest.
That one's messing with my head for a minute. Because for it to be on the other side, it's to be negative.
What is that?
Is it opposite? Is the last one there?
That's what I was thinking.
It might be opposite, because that would make it work. 3 and 5.
Also, that one,
So yeah, I think it might be opposite.
that, cause that would be.
No,
Oh,
They're already about this. That would be that.
I think it's I think it's opposite. I mean, we sell, but
Well,
That's
if you, so
Yeah, that
if you have to.
Then imagine us
But
around
if
these,
you see
around
them
this,
together.
you got that line thing out front. Which of these two guys are with it? Okay, we can also look in here and say, well,
I think we need to put a negative in front.
that's that 4.
Yeah, that's what
Put
I
a
would-
negative in here.
Yeah, because it is A and then those. We just usually don't do A, because usually the coefficient's 1.
Oh, wait, dude, I'm not.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just a
It's weird, I'm like.
Yeah, because then the negative would just go to one.
Okay.
So it would go to both of them and make them both positive. That's it. I think that has to.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't
How
know.
much are all Y intercepts? That's why.
It doesn't matter.
So it's just like.
When we have something red.
So they have to hold it on. This one is done.
So it's just different ways to find the Y intercept.
You have these right now.
This right here is the equation itself.
These.
Is a Y
These
intercept.
two do not, this one is not like this guy.
Oh, okay. All the yellow.
So let's see around together. Those guys go together, they go together, exactly right on that one.
There's no root. This one's one.
He doesn't like either one of those.
Oh, do you want this one? You don't want this one?
But these guys get along just fine.
Yeah, those two.
These, that, understood.
I don't know why I was basing this one off
So
of
let's
the
see why,
graph.
that does, oopsies. So. Let's take these at this way. So, that would be, if it helps, because I know it's going to be that I have to grab it, right? Let's look at this one. Cover everybody's phone, you know, the cup sometimes.
Oh,
Okay, look at this. This is our rotation line,
Yeah,
right?
because that, this one
That
was,
is our with this guy.
yeah, no, that.
I see why we got four here. I get it. But what?
Your
This
equation.
is our rotation line.
Yeah, I did.
We either do this with one or this
So we don't actually have, we don't
Yeah,
actually have a wire right here. There's no step on that.
Right.
That's what we want.
This is plus 16.
It is all right, we're not just like, you're trying to do way too much math right now. This guy's vertex one, right? Goes with our.
This one's done.
We have about 2 minutes left. I'm happy to hold on to these, paperclip them back together if you wanna put them in order. That works for me. If you wanna write down the order that you have them, that works for me. We're gonna keep working with them on Friday. We have TSA, or we have SAT tomorrow. So I'm happy to hold on to them. Can you take a picture of them? But you guys are, like, you guys are ready to, we gotta fill in all those equations. You're not like done though. Stack them in order, so you can put that together in the right spot. And then we're gonna do what's on, Friday. Okay, Friday we're gonna work on filling in those blanks. Cause you guys are all just about ready.
I just did it.
Awesome. I was like, I'm happy to hold on to them for you. Just make sure your names are on there somewhere. What's up?
Hi, I've been running off for 4 hours. Just give me a break.
Hang on a second. I don't know if we'll have time for me to check it because I gotta get everybody packed up. Alright, that one's there. Any of them that you guys have in order, I'm happy to keep and put them over here on my table. We're all holding. Make sure your name's on there somewhere. Or you at least remember what you're doing. Not quite perfect.
What's she being weird to?
No, now it's less perfect. It's worse.
Oh my gosh, so this one's right.
Yes, that was right.
So this. She got mad?
Now you guys grab that one.
Bro, I didn't think you were gonna post that. No, I didn't think you were gonna post
Talking
that.
about you got some older dude. You really fuck with me, you weird. And I said, that's cool, you weird too.
Oh my god, you always mess it up. This one's right.
So it's too much. S, G, J. Then this one is wrong. There we go, that way.
That's wrong.
No, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Now we're good. Yes.
Good? Good work.
Put them in order because then we're gonna fill in all those blanks. Okay? That's fine. Okay, this is one of those, it doesn't feel like it's gonna take us 2 days, but it always takes 2 days because just all those blanks we have to fill in now. Ooh, somebody with their AirPods. Gabriella did. Whoa, my screen